Welcome to Learn Yourself. Today we are going to learn about graphical representation of motion. And under this category, the first category we are learning about is distance time graph. These topics are under CBSE Standard 9 syllabus from the chapter Motion. So here in graphical representation of motion, for each and every motion we have learned till now that uniform motion, non-uniform motion, and we found out the velocity and acceleration. So all those things, when we will plot it on the graph, we will see it via graphical representation, then what all kinds of equation we will derive from that representation. So first category we are taking is distance time graph. So distance time graph means it is distance versus time graph. Whatever will be the first, we are taking it in y-axis, and whatever is the second, that we are taking it along x-axis. So that's why it is known as distance versus time graph. So here we have plotted all the distance, here we have plotted all the time. Time will be in second, and here distance we have taken it in kilometer. So now this is the journey of a vehicle. So from this, let us take one small portion of the journey, and that I am denoting that A and B. These are the points, these dots are the representation of points, that we have taken this data and we have represented those points, and through that we got this straight line. So this is uniform motion because it is straight line. Now to find out for this much distance A to B, let us find out that how much time we have covered for A to B and how much distance we have covered for A to B. So for A to B patch, from point A to point B journey, we are only taking from here to here. We are not taking the full travel. We are taking only for the patch of the journey which has been covered from A to B. So for this, we will check how much distance is there, and we will check that how much time we have taken for or to cover this much distance. So to check that, what we have to do, we can just extend this line towards the time line. So here it is, it is going to be T2, and this point A, when we are extend till this line, then it is going to be T1. So it has started from T1. So this patch is started from T1 and it is going to finish at T2. For example, it has started at 10 o'clock and it has finished at 11 o'clock, like that. Now here, this is our time. With respect to that patch, when we are checking the distance. So here, this is S1. So this point we are extending it till or across the distance line. So this is S1. And when it is going to finish, because we have to check till B. So when it is going to finish, it is going to be our S2. For example, at 25 km we have started and we reached till 30 km. So this is 25 km and we have reached till 30 km. So this patch is total of equal 30 km minus 25 km. So we have to subtract S2 minus S1, like that, because this distance is more. S2 will be always more compared to S1. So we will never get distance in negative. So it is always going to be 30 minus 25. So actually we have covered 5 km during this time. So if we want to find out this distance and this time gap, then V equals to, we will get S2 minus S1 divided by T2 minus T1. Now why T2 we have written it earlier, because T2 is more time, that number is more. So T2 minus T1. So always we will subtract from bigger number the smaller number. So this is going to be our equation. Now when we will find out this distance and when we will find out this time, this is distance by time graph. So we will get here V. When we covered A to B distance, so this distance by time graph giving us a speed. So when this object is moving in a straight line in distance by time graph, this is with a uniform speed. So whenever we are taking S2 minus S1 divided by T2 minus t1. That is giving us distance by time. So this is our speed. So to find out speed when we are plotting our graph like this, so for this patch we will find out the speed, that to cover distance from A to B, to cover this much distance we have taken time from T1 to T2. That much time we have covered, and how much speed we had at that moment. So we will get it from this, that distance by time graph will give us speed, and this graph represents uniform speed. The second graphical representation is velocity by time graph. So here we have taken velocity on y-axis and time we have taken it on x-axis. So here this is a uniform acceleration. Object is in uniform acceleration, so velocity by time graph will be a straight line graph. So here we got a straight line. This dots represents the data given, which gives us a straight line for velocity time graph. Now for this much interval of the travel we want to find out its distance, that how much distance it has covered. So we have taken here point A to point E. So let us make here triangle. This lines we have extend, these two lines we have extend on timeline, and this 2 points we have extends on velocity axis. So here we got this big rectangle. From this we have divided this and we have given here one point, that is D. So now this is divided into one triangle and one big rectangle. So once we will find out the area of these two, we will get the distance covered. So the full area of A, B, C, D and E we will find out. Once we will find out this full area, we will get the distance traveled. So area A, B, C, D, E will give us how much distance has been traveled by an object. So here two areas we are taking here. So this full area we have divided into two separate areas. This full area we have divided into two separate areas. That this is a triangle and this is a rectangle. So this triangle is area of triangle and area of rectangle. When we will add these two, we will get the complete area under ABCDE. So that is AB plus BC plus half AD into DE. This is the complete area under this, and this area will give us distance traveled by this object via this uniform acceleration. Hope this video has solved your doubt. Comment down below, was it helpful or not. Please give us your feedback to improve ourselves. I'll see you in next video with many more important concepts, so don't forget to subscribe, learn yourself. I'll see you in next video. Till then, keep learning, keep sharing.